Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling, shake it up Saturday. My apologies for this being so late in the day. The morning got away on me a little bit, and I've been working at the Leverage conference, and that's been going all morning, and didn't get a chance during the break time to even come and talk to you guys. So, sorry. But I hope you're having a super, my Saturday's been shaken up with all the stuff that I have been learning today. So what are you doing to shake up your day? What are you doing that's different in your day that you don't normally do on a Saturday? We just finished a morning of amazing speakers. We had 4 great speakers there, and the last one impacted me the most because of my genealogy business. We were talking about how to talk to different generations, which I thought, well, I never thought of that. And she just took us through the 5 generations that are currently in existence, and about how they all integrate and work together, and the languages that you have to use, even down to how to sell a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which was very interesting, using it in the different generational talk. But what I found most interesting about that is, as we're going through, as she's going through the different generations and she puts up the years, she's going, now what happened with them? What events took place during this time? What events took place during that time? And I'm like seeing the stuff scrolling up on the screen. I'm going, oh, I've forgotten about that one. I forgot about that one. So for me, it was a great reminder of some of the stuff that has happened in history that I have lived through. So, and some of the stuff I remembered, and some of the stuff I remember being told about because I don't remember it because I was young. But it was just a very interesting to see all the stuff that's happened in my lifetime. I was like, yeah, wow. What stuff's happened in your lifetime? This is why I'd like people to tell their stories. This is why it's so important to tell stories, and why I did my first podcast on the importance of telling stories. Because when you're telling your story, you are talking about events that have taken place in history, not only your personal history, but events outside of your circle, in your society, in your country, in your world, that have affected you and how you live, how things happen, how things change. And that's why it's important to tell the story on that, because 100, 150 years from now, people are going to go, well, like right now, we're going through the global pause with the COVID. Back in 1918, the world was dealing with the Spanish flu. How did they deal with the Spanish flu back then? And it's sort of like, okay, well, that's repeated. Who knows, in 100 years' time, we could have another pandemic going on, or another global pause. And they're looking back in history, well, how did they deal with that during that time? What happened then? And is it history repeating? History's repeating itself. 1918 to 2020, it's around 100 years. So it's interesting to see that when you're going through some of the history stuff, you see some of these patterns repeating. It's kind of interesting to do that. But, look at your life. What events have taken place during your life? What personal events have you been through? Did you move a house? Did you move a school? Did somebody in your family pass away? Were you the oldest, and all of a sudden now you've got a baby brother or a baby sister to deal with, and after being the only child for a little bit. And so just looking at things like that, and then you go, what happened in the town that you were living in during that time? What happened in your county? What happened in your state or your country, depending on how big your country is, if you have states or territories? What was going on in the world that had an impact on your life during that time? What do you recall about those times? What are your memories of those? And this is what we need to be writing it down, so in generations to come, not only will your great-great-great-grandchildren know who you were and what you lived through and what your thoughts were, your information could also help people 150 years from now cope with a situation that they're going through that was similar to something that you've been through in your lifetime. Think about that. Remember, we're all about connecting your future with your present. We're connecting the future with the present, and the present becomes the future. Hang on. We're connecting the past. Hang on, I said this right the other day. We're connecting the future with the present, and the present with the past. I'm out of here. I got to go WALK or DOG and have some food. I need food. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since breakfast this morning, so I didn't even have my snacks. I haven't even had my cup of tea. Haven't had my hot cocoa today. I mean, I'm just surviving on water right now. I did have breakfast. It was a very good breakfast. I actually cooked it for this morning. But anyway, I'm out of here. So what are you doing today to shake up your Saturday? Let us know in the comments below. I will catch you guys back here later this evening. Again, I don't know what time I will be on this evening. We are due to finish around 5-ish. No, hang on, that's when we start the final thing. Final thing starts at 5. I'll probably go about an hour, so it might be on around 6-ish. We'll see. 6 or later, Pacific, Mountain Time. So go out, have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we will catch you guys back here later today. Hei konara.